Hello, beautiful people. I hope you are having a great day. Wanted to pop in real quick to do a quick reading, just for like the energy of the day. Now, this video is going to be a tiny bit different because I feel as though this particular quick reading is really targeted towards air signs and earth signs. So if you don't know, air signs are Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, and our earth signs are going to be Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. I'm feeling a lot of air and energy, air and earth energy in this reading. I am also a air sign myself. So let's just hop into the reading. I definitely feel as though, also along with those signs, this is for folks who have been feeling a sense of anxiousness, overwhelmed, overstimulated. Definitely you have been in your head and you need to get out, right? With this air and earth energy, I'm feeling a lot of us have a clear direction of where we want to go and what we want to do. But for some reason, we're feeling overwhelmed and overstimulated because we're trying too many different things in order to get to the place where we want to be. So you see right here how it's like this like little bullseye thing right here, and then you have this archer shooting towards it, but there's so many trees kind of like blocking the sight of it. Even though the bullseye is really big, right, you would think, okay, he'll be able to hit it, but it's too much going on for him. He feels anxious, he feels overwhelmed, and that can honestly lead to someone having like feeling stressed out. Actually can cause you to procrastinate because you may feel like, okay, it's too much and you may want to shut down, right? Some people are like that when they feel overstimulated, overworked, over just like too much thinking. You just want to shut down and come back to it later. It's just like kind of like the way your nervous system may react to you feeling overstimulated. And I feel like right now, my earth signs and my air signs, especially air signs who are known to be in their heads, and earth signs, especially Virgos, who are known to be perfectionists, sometimes we can kind of get stuck in this loop of feeling like there is too much going on. I'm sorry for this focusing, guys, that there is too much going on. And Spirit is definitely advising us to, for sure, find a practice of grounding ourselves, right? Whether that practice is you doing something that you don't have to think about, that is routine, that you can do every day. And I talked about this, I believe, in an astrological reading as well, is that we have to find a routine that feels good, that feels healthy, that allows us to be able to kind of just like clear our minds. That could be meditation, that could be going for a swim, that can be going to the gym at the same time every day, that could be doing something, and you know what comes to mind? Rowing. Like if you have access to a kayak, canoe, whatever, and you're able to just like row every day, or even just going to the gym and doing something that feels very repetitive, that allows you to just kind of take your mind off of it and do that thing. Meditation is my thing. That's what I love to do. I know sometimes that can be incredibly hard if you're already overthinking and then you're trying to quiet your mind. But once you get into it, once you learn how to quiet your mind, it's amazing. But we need to find that practice, and Spirit is saying that once we find that thing, once we find that routine, once we find that practice, we're going to start to notice like the little habits and the overthinking and the perfectionism and what's that word? I just said it, procrastination, things that we do that are kind of like in detriment to ourselves, and we're going to be able to release those things, but we have to come in alignment, right? We have to come in alignment with ourselves. We have to practice being grounded. We have to practice some type of routine, especially for my air signs who can kind of like, be all over the place at times. I know as someone with very little earth in my chart. Grounding has always been something that I had to practice on because, girl, like I can float off, like seriously. So having a practice where I can ground myself is very important. And I also notice that when I have a practice that I do every single day consistently, I feel better. It allows me to function better. And it changes my kind of like my quality of how my day is. And Spirit is definitely encouraging us to find whatever that thing is for you, find it and start doing it, because you will notice a difference in how you feel mentally, emotionally, spiritually, how you even go about your goals and your daily routines. And we have to be in the practice of releasing this kind of like attachment that we have to the outcome. Spirit is telling us when we are in alignment and when we put the energy of the things that we want out in the world, the goals, the money, the whatever the thing is, right? That we have to release the attachment to the outcome and just trust that we are in alignment and we are on the same frequency as the things that we want. And then those things will manifest in our physical reality. But if we cling to them and if we hold to them, if we feel like we have to do more to perfect them, if we think that we have to overthink these things, then we are not in alignment with the things that we want. We're actually in resistance to those things. So I had just pulled 2 additional cards. I had pulled the 5 of disc and I had pulled the hang one, right? And so with this 5 of disc, this is definitely confirming this 9 of disc, right? Which is all about routine. If you see her right here, she's like folding a blanket or something. I don't know what that is, but it's the process of routine. It's the process of doing something that is kind of monotonous in a way, and you can just do it without having to worry about if you're great at it, if you're perfect at it. It just, it's just like a very like grounded feeling. I wish there was a better word that I could say other than grounding, but it just feels very anchoring, right? It feels very routine. Like if you were just going for a walk in a neighborhood that you were used to, and you know how you're not really thinking about where you're going, even though you know where you're going, it's that type of feeling. And the hangman just confirms this entire reading, because it is telling us that like, hey, this new beginning, this outcome that you want, it's yours to have, but we can't keep going about this the same way, right? We have to start over. We have to kind of go back to square one. We have to go back to the beginning, back to the self, right? And then work our way out from there, because there are some things that are going on with us that we need to deal with, my earth and air signs. Now you can also be a fire sign and an air sign. I'm sorry, a fire sign and a water sign, and this still pertains to you because everyone has something in their chart that would be either air or earth, even if it's a small thing. So if this resonates with you and you're not one of those 6 signs that I had named earlier, definitely take a look at your chart and look at where the planets are in your chart, or where the signs are on your chart that represent earth and air, and see if that corresponds with what is happening right now in your life. I know for me, a lot of times when I am going through something and I'm like, all right, hold on, what the heck is going on with my life? Like, what's happening right now? I will literally just pull my chart and take a look and see what's going on. And I'm like, okay. All right, yes, I see, I understand now. Now, how am I going to work with this energy? Because there is no such thing as like when you're looking at your charts, oh, this is just horrible. This is just happening to me. It's so bad. Like, no, the universe, God, the divine wants nothing but the greatest and the best things for you. Even sometimes when we can't see it ourselves, but we have to learn how to work with the energy, work with challenges, right? Because when you have challenges in your chart, or when you have challenging transits or challenging placements, it's just an opportunity for you to learn ways to work with that energy, because it can turn into a strength. So this was the reading. I think I'll probably do another one today at some point with with another deck that I have. But I just wanted to put this up because this came through and I definitely felt as though this needed to be shared. So give it a like if you like it. If this will be also be on my YouTube channel, so subscribe if you like what you hear. I'd leave a comment. I would love to interact with you guys. And if you want to book a personal reading, you would just go to my website. I will put it in the description for my YouTube video, and I will also put it on screen for TikTok or Instagram. And I also posted a video of how to book a reading on my site because a lot of people were going to my old Etsy page. If you are interested in getting a reading, please go to my website. It's Soul Drops. So that's SOULDROPS